Hello there. Once again, it's Anton from Anton Bay. Thank you guys for stopping by the collection room. Today I am taking a look at Malibu Ultraverse Wrath. This series starts on Jump On Now, which means this takes place immediately after the breakthrough event. So there is no breakthrough issues with Wrath. But the problem with it is I look at this cover and I just think that it probably sucks. I have the entire series of Wrath, I believe, and I've never read them because they look lame to me. They look bad. This looks like a reject from like Youngblood or something. But despite that, I don't know that I've ever flipped through any of them or even looked at them. I just look at them and assume it's probably lame. Look at the big shoulder pads and his red and silver outfit. I don't know. He just looks lame. But I'm going to open them. I'm going to flip through these and decide with a slightly educated guess if these are lame or not. He just looks kind of lame. Maybe we get a little bit more creativity in his surrounding cast of characters. Maybe his bad guys are cool. Or not like super cliched. I guess just everything felt super cliched. I love Malibu. I love the Ultraverse. Don't get me wrong. This book, and there's one other book that I thought looked pretty lame out of the whole Malibu series. But by far the biggest one that looks the lamest to me has always been Wrath, and I just never. Yeah, I'm still not feeling it. Show me something. Show me something that looks awesome. Okay, this is your villain. I'm once again not really impressed. I mean, he's big. He has a Fu Manchu. He's gray. Does he look interesting though? Not really. So if there's any Wrath defenders out there, please jump in the comment section. I would love that. If this book is good and just needs time and reading and attention, then let me know. As it is, I'm just flipping through it kind of to decide why do I have these? Because one thing I do notice, just based on the covers, he has a lot of guest stars, and which tells me, okay, if Mantra's stepping into your book to try and help sell your book, maybe you're not doing so great. There's a couple other crossovers. I'm like, do you have to have all this help to sell your book? You can't carry the first 5 issues by yourself, the first 4 issues. I just feel like this is a hard sell. It's like Malibu Ultraverse trying to be Image for a while, and I'm just, yeah. Every time I see him, all I can think of is like Youngblood. Not that Youngblood was terrible, but let's face it, it was not the most interesting comic book ever. Art-wise or story-wise, it just seemed kind of flat. And this seems like a rip-off of something that's kind of flat. And I'm just... You hear what I'm saying. Is that some pretty good art panels? Yes. Is it? Well, he says yes. But is it that interesting? Not really. All right, Wrath. That's 2 issues I flipped through. I'm still not convinced. And if I was paying $2 a piece for these back in the day, I would be struggling to be paying for the 3rd. Which maybe that's why nobody did. However, these days you can pick up, Wrath comics out of a discount bin almost anywhere. Okay, at least your art and your everything is starting to look slightly more interesting. You get to see some home life, that always helps. You get a villain team, that always helps. But that interest seems to have only lasted briefly. And we're back with green team here. Does Wrath suck? Well, the panel looks pretty good. It just looks so boring. Welcome to the class reunion. And that's actually a great page. I will give it that. That's the best page I've seen so far. It's like a big battle fight scene thing with a crack and a crack. But of course that also took issue 3 to get to a panel that I would have stopped to look at that long. So maybe Wrath is just not very good. We'll see. Looks like the green team. Green team. Oh, Wrath, why you do this to me? I'm feeling your wrath. Look, it's issue 4. You already have to cross over. You have the Freaks guest starring. The Freaks is not a bad comic. The fact that they're coming over to your book, I guess, to help kind of boost sales or interest or anything, that's a problem. Not for Freaks, but for you, Wrath-IL. You're just not interesting enough. Look at you and your broody, brown, blonde-haired, black-eyed whole ensemble there. Brooding. Looks dressed like a 90s school shooter. And now you're beating up a guy who's not your enemy. That's usually how these things go. So the Freaks are runaways, if you didn't know. So this mercenary is just beating up a bunch of runaway kids. Not that I think that they would have any problem taking him anyway. That's a good panel. See, this is a great shot. It's anything and what's her name? Temperature or something like that. But once again, these aren't the stars of this comic. These are characters from another comic, from Freaks. So all of your best panels, shots, pages have not been you, Wrath. It's been somebody else, Wrath. All right, issue 5. I think this ran like 9 issues. Looks like he's gonna win this fight and beat up all these runaway kids. That's, of course, what you want your hero to do. That's a good shot. That's a great panel. That looks awesome. Once again, it's not the character of your comic book, but other characters. You can't actually draw him looking that cool because I don't think he is that cool. I don't think it's possible. Oh, Wrath. You may be slowly but surely gaining notoriety with me just by being such a terrible character. Okay, so you did get stopped and beaten up by a bunch of kids. You probably should have. Yep, you just probably should have. Oh yes, you gotta have fat guys in towels. That's always a good thing. It's the return of the Fu Manchu guy. Glad we don't get to see him in a towel. I don't know. Is he Shaft from Youngblood? Is he Grifter from Wildcats? Yes, all of them, maybe. Or maybe he came first and they're ripping him off. I don't know why they would do that since this was Wrath. This was not a good book. I've got more issues and I'm probably gonna look through them to see if there's anything worthwhile in there. But as far as this goes, 1 through 5, I'm not finding anything very likable in here. Wrath, so that's that. I guess that's my story. If there's anybody out there who is, I mean, there's lots of Ultraverse fans out there, but if you are out there and you read Wrath and you love it, let me know. Just get in the comments and tell me what issue would be good to read, that would change my mind. Am I just looking at the surface issues? Is there actually a great running plot line here? I just don't feel it. I feel like it's rip-off city, and it's a hurt and it's a pain, but that's my story. So I will catch you guys later. Bye. Don't buy Wrath.